Damian Lillard has officially requested a trade from the Portland Trail Blazers. Some thought this day would never come, but it has. After being the face of Portland basketball for 11 years, all signs indicate he's played his last game as a Blazer. And you're probably thinking, well, after Dame, that's it. There's nothing left. The Blazers are garbage, right? But actually, it's kind of the opposite. The Blazers' future looks even brighter than it did before. How's it going, my friend? I'm Alexander from Load Management Media, and let's talk about how the Blazers' future without Damian Lillard looks even brighter than before. Dame has been everything Blazers for about as long as you can imagine. You think about his Game 6 series winner versus the Rockets in 2014.
Series. It's Lillard. He got the shot off. Lillard, good! And the Blazers win the series for the first time in 14 years!
Or of course his 40-foot bomb to sleep OKC in 2019.
Lillard, long range three, and it's good! At the buzzer! Damian Lillard! Are you kidding me?
So it seems hard to imagine the Blazers being anything without him. But the fact is, since 2019 and that Western Conference Finals run, they really haven't done a whole lot. Since then, they haven't gotten out of the first round, and they've been trying to mix their timelines. They really didn't know what they were doing. They were always insistent on competing, but never had a full competitive roster, and they never really completely committed to that direction. And at that same time, they played and kept a lot of their young players, but they would never trade Dame. They really didn't have their mind made up. But now after trading Dame, they actually have picked a proper direction to go with these young guys, and they know what they're doing. And they've already got a super formidable young core with actually probably the best Dame replacement you can think of. The Blazers were lucky enough to get the third pick in this latest draft, and they were able to select Scoot Henderson, really the perfect Dame replacement. Scoot is a generational talent and athlete, according to anybody with really any functional eyes in their head. He can get to the rim at will, he can score, he can pass and facilitate for your offense. He's just a real leader and a true franchise player, it looks like. But y'all probably already know about him, and y'all probably already know about his game. Honestly though, if there was anybody that you could handpick a Dame replacement, I don't think you could find anybody better than Scoot Henderson. And next to Scoot, you have another fantastic piece, Shaedon Sharpe, who looks like a future all-star for sure. Shaedon really had a great rookie year on a team that was really trying to contend. At first, you didn't really know if he was going to get any minutes, but he forced his way into the rotation. He was that good. As the season went on, he started to explore some of his shot creating options and using his handle to get to spots. And of course, we've all seen his highlight dunks. He can jump out of any gym in the NBA. Throughout the future, watching him and Scoot throw lobs to each other will feed plenty of families. I'm super high on Shaedon Sharpe. I think he's going to be one of the best players in this league in maybe 4 to 5 years' time. Definitely a multi-time All-Star at the very least. So the Blazers seemingly have a solidified backcourt for the future that's going to be fantastic. But don't forget, they still have Anthony Simons as well. Anthony Simons has already shown that he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer already in the NBA, and that was with Dame on the roster. Without Dame, really he's got a limitless ceiling. The problem is that they really have too many young guys in those first two guard positions, and I'm not really sure if Anthony is gonna fit. They might want to flip him and trade him. They could play Scoot at the 1, Anthony at the 2, and Shaedon at the 3, but honestly, I have a feeling that Anthony will be gone by the end of this offseason. Honestly, if you've ever seen Anthony play, you know how exciting he can be. He can get to the rim and finish. He can hit like 5 threes in like 6 minutes or even 2 minutes. So if the Blazers do end up trading him, they should get a sizable package back for him. So if Anthony stays, that's a strong core 3, but Portland still have some other nice young pieces as well, like Nasir Little, Chris Murray, who they just drafted, Jabari Walker, Keon Johnson, and Kevin Knox, somebody who actually resurrected his career a little bit with the Blazers last year. They just re-signed Jeremy Grant as well, not knowing that Dame was going to leave. They wanted to keep him to make Dame a little bit happier. But he's still a great player to have. I think that contract is not as bad as you think if you've ever watched Jeremy play. They could still trade him anyway and get a decent package for him as well. They still have to offload Yusuf Nurkic at center because he doesn't really fit their timeline and he's kind of past his prime. But the Blazers still have a really nice foundation for a really good rebuild. Plus, they should get a sizable haul back from Dame if they execute a trade properly. They're still missing a few younger bigs and some more functional young wings as well, but they definitely know what they're doing, and they're in the right direction. With Dame the last few years, Portland was kind of stranded. They didn't know what direction to go in. Now he'll soon be gone, and now they can focus on developing one of the best young cores in the entire NBA. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see some more original, consistent NBA content talking about everything there is to talk about in the NBA world, then this is the place for you. I'll be putting out at least one new piece of NBA content a week, so if that interests you, consider hitting a like and a sub. And as always, stay rested. See you in the next one.